This episode of Meet Your Neighbor is brought to you by Creative Edge Photography. Creative Edge strives to capture memories that will last a lifetime.
We did a show once named Quilters. I believe one of the gals in there told me that she stopped counting it being 27 characters. So it's exciting, and to be able to pull that off and to take people along for that journey, that's exciting. Well, I'm very proud of my daughter. She's one of my greatest accomplishments. She's a teacher in Tyler. Very proud of her. I'm very proud of this theater. It started from absolutely nothing. Was just on a plywood stage in a big metal building at the Catholic Church in Lindale for several years. And then with some good fortune and folks that really believed in us, we were able to put the funds together to buy this whole building and spend a tremendous amount of time and money renovating it, and I'm very proud of it. There's a lot of things I like about East Texas. I'm definitely like the slower pace. I used to run 250 to 300 jobs a year in Austin, and it was just kind of crazy, and it changes you when you're under that kind of pressure. Here, there's not the same kind of pressure. I think it's beautiful here. It reminds me in many ways of Eastern Kentucky in particular, with large trees and rolling hills. Not as much fresh water and things as you might have in Kentucky, but it's still beautiful. I guess the slower pace, unfortunately, there's some other things that I don't like. So I'll keep the doors open here and not go into those. The Lindale Community Theater is going into the 2017 season. It's our 7th full season. We do 4 main stage productions. We've begun to have a lot of concerts, everything from local favorites, Shake, Rattle, and Roll, Elvis impersonators, to Randy Brown, a local musician songwriter out of Mineola, and his Unsung Songwriters series. We're very excited. We're becoming more and more of a performance venue. And while theater or live theater will always be our focus, we've begun to expand, and we think we're filling a critical need. When one is using a circular saw, or any saw for that matter, one should always keep one's fingers firmly attached to one's hand. Well, certainly it was when I was in high school in Louisville. I was in choir at the time, when the theater teacher at this large high school I went to came into our room, and they were getting ready to do the show Man of La Mancha. And at the time I was already about 6'4", rail thin, and he looked at me and he said, "Can you sing?" And I said, "Yes, sir, a little bit." And he said, "I'd like to talk to you." And at the time I was heavily involved in basketball and tennis, and I kind of stopped all of that, went into theater, and I can tell you the very first time I stepped onto the stage with an audience and the lights came up, it changed my life. Now, almost 50 years later, it continues to evolve and change my life.